Are you sure that your home office setup is optimal? I'm David Stiernholm, this is done, and in today's episode I'll present a Japanese study that gives us ideas about how to work more efficiently from home. But first, in another recent study, Tu and Soman found that by formulating the deadline in a certain way, you can lower the risk of procrastinating and get started earlier. And I wrote a short post on the Struktör blog about these findings, and you'll find a link to it in the show notes, so have a look. Many people now are working from home part of the time. I'm hearing from many businesses about the solution of 3 days in the office and 2 days at home every week. But how does working from home affect our efficiency? In a recent Japanese study, researchers looked closely at the effects of working from home at 4 major manufacturing companies. They found that the well-being of the participants went up, but the overall efficiency went down compared to working in the office. What caused the efficiency to be worse? The researchers found, based on the participants' answers, 3 main factors. The first, poor home office setup. For many participants, the physical workspace at home was significantly worse than the one in the office. The second, difficulty accessing necessary documents remotely. Participants had less access to the digital documents and systems they relied on to do their job. And let me mention that the study was conducted early in the pandemic. And the third, poor communication with colleagues and customers. Many participants felt that the digital meetings could only partially match the quality of the physical ones. By now, you have figured out a way to work from home that you're comfortable with, but maybe you haven't found the perfect solution yet. At least for me, there's always something I can refine to make the work even smoother. So today, refine your homework conditions one more step. Do this. If you're currently working from home, look around. If you're elsewhere, consider how you have it in your home office and ask yourself, what in your home office setup could you improve to work even more smoothly? Can you create more space for some material or some task without enough space? Would it be smoother to sit in a different place at home than you have done so far? Can you do something to work with fewer distractions and interruptions and instead be more focused? Is there something you see unnecessarily that takes you to other thoughts when you need to concentrate? Can you find a way to get away from it more than you have done so far? Can you refine something to keep the mood and work joy during the day? Perhaps add something or take away something. And do you need to get access to some data at home as well that you have difficulty accessing when you're not in the office? If you come up with something that can improve your home office setup one more turn, define what's the first smallest step you can take right now. If you come up with more things you could do but don't have time for now, add them to your to-do list so that it's easy to refine your work conditions step by step. So take that first step now. It's an excellent start to improved work conditions. Because if you refine your home office setup one more step, you can work even more efficiently shortly. You'll be more comfortable during your work days, even if you prefer to get back to mainly working in the office. By the way, in said study, it was found that 74% of the participants wanted to work at home 1 or some days per week, also after the pandemic. And I recognize that from what many of my customers testify. Having optimized home office settings is therefore something we can benefit from in the foreseeable future, pandemic or not. What homework solution are you particularly satisfied with? Tell me about it. I'm curious. You can reach me as usual at david@stiernholm.com. Thanks for today and see you again next week.